How does wisdom find its way into a heart unwilling to learn? Is it the teacher's burden, or is it the student's? Let us hear what the wise ancient sage Saadi has to share. Long ago, in a kingdom far from our own time and place, a king summoned the most learned teacher in his land. This teacher was known far and wide for his success in turning young minds into bright stars, for instilling in his own sons the qualities that made them competent, virtuous, and successful. It was to this wise teacher that the king entrusted his only son, asking that he be taught, nurtured, and made worthy of the crown he would inherit. With gratitude for the honor bestowed upon him, the teacher accepted the challenge. He dedicated his heart and his energy to the prince's education, just as he had done for his own sons. He spent long hours guiding the young prince, hoping to ignite a spark of curiosity and potential. But the prince, lacking both curiosity and diligence, remained uninterested. His mind resisted knowledge like a dry stone under the heaviest of rains, unable to absorb even a drop. The more effort the teacher expended, the clearer it became that this young prince was not interested in the pursuit of wisdom or the value of discipline. Months turned to a year, and the day arrived when the king called for his son to demonstrate what he had learned. The king's eyes were full of hope, eager to witness the transformation of his heir. But as he spoke with his son, the truth soon shattered those hopes. The prince was no different than he had been a year ago. The knowledge and growth the king had imagined were nowhere to be found. Disappointed and angered, the king wondered how his hopes could have been so misplaced. He questioned whether the teacher had truly given his best effort, or if perhaps his son had been neglected. With these doubts festering, the king turned his suspicion towards the teacher. He assumed that the teacher must have been negligent, that perhaps he had not given his son the same effort he had given his own children. The king's wrath was swift, and he ordered the teacher to be imprisoned for his perceived failure. In the dim light of his cell, the teacher spoke softly, accepting the punishment with humility. He did not raise his voice in protest, nor did he lay blame. When brought before the king once more, he said, "Your Majesty, I am but a servant of knowledge, and I gave your son all that I could give. But wisdom, like water, can only be absorbed by that which is prepared to receive it. The fault, Your Majesty, lies not in the effort, but in the nature of the vessel. My own sons, eager and willing, drank deeply from the waters of knowledge, but your son, despite my guidance, remained closed. Nature's blessings are there for all, but each of us takes from them only according to our own capacity." The king, though still saddened, began to understand. He realized that not every seed, no matter how carefully tended, would grow to bear fruit. The teacher's words stayed with him, a reminder that the value of learning and growth lies not only in the one who teaches, but also in the heart that receives. Know this, that wisdom cannot be forced upon anyone, no matter how noble the teacher or how powerful the king. The heart must first be open, the mind willing. The blessings of knowledge are like rain. They fall upon everyone equally, but only those prepared will drink deeply. It is not merely the teacher's role to instill wisdom, it is the student's role to receive it. In the end, both must work in harmony, for without readiness, even the greatest of lessons will wash away, leaving no trace behind.